there are big changes happening to Google Shopping ads this year. If you have an e-commerce store, if you're running Google Shopping ads, you're going to want to pay attention to this video all the way through, because there are lots of moving parts going on throughout the year and different stages of the year that you need to be aware of. We're going to be going over everything that you need to know about what is going to happen with Google Smart Shopping campaigns this year. Spoiler alert, this video isn't clickbait. They actually are going away. So what does that mean for you as an advertiser? How can you pivot? How can you come out of this transition stronger? I'm going to be going through all of those things inside of this video. So let's jump right into why you're here. What's happening to Google shopping campaigns? So we're going to scroll over to here. And you'll notice this announcement actually came out earlier this year. So around towards the end of January, Google dropped a bomb and came out and said that they announced it in a very Google way. They said that smart shopping campaigns are going to be upgraded to something called Performance Max campaigns. And the timeline for this is basically smart shopping campaigns and local campaigns are upgrading to the Performance Max in 2022. And here's what you need to know. So here's the timeline. In January, they started to release the Performance Max campaign type so that you can start creating these Performance Max campaigns. And if you're not sure what a Performance Max campaign is, don't worry, we'll come back to that in a minute. But I want to explain what's happening with the Google Smart Shopping campaigns. And then in April, they are going to be, at the time I'm releasing this video, they're going to be releasing an upgrade one-click tool that allows you to automatically switch over your smart shopping campaigns to Performance Max campaigns. Now, I have been looking at all the different accounts that I managed to try and see if this one-click tool is going to be coming out. It still hasn't come out, but you can still go through and create your Performance Max campaigns. When they do come out with the one-click tool, I probably will be creating a video on it, but they have a little demonstration down here that I'll go over in just a second that I think it's going to be a pretty easy process. But then here's what's interesting. And throughout July and August, Google is literally going to be almost forcing people to take their their smart shopping campaigns and upgrading them to Performance Max, whether you opt in or not, is what it sounds like. And then by the end of September, basically all smart shopping campaigns will be Performance Max campaigns. And if we scroll down a little bit farther, this is what this one-click upgrade is going to look like when it does come out, starting in early April. It looks like there's going to be some sort of pop-up here that's going to allow you to go into your smart shopping campaigns and automatically upgrade those, and apparently in one click in a seamless kind of way. And then, as I mentioned, here is when stuff will automatically be upgraded. July through September, your smart shopping campaigns will automatically be put over to Performance Max. Now, if you aren't familiar with what a Performance Max campaign is, basically what a Performance Max campaign does is it still has the element of Google Smart Shopping ads, but it also, at the same time as running your Google Shopping ads, it's also going to be running ads across YouTube, Display, Google Search, Discovery, Gmail, and Maps. And the thing about these Performance Max campaigns, which is a blessing and a curse, is that it's very automated. And as a result, as an advertiser, you don't get to control how much of your ad spend gets spent on YouTube or Display or Search, Discovery ads, Gmail, Maps, all those different processes. You just don't have as much control inside of those Performance Max campaigns. Now, as I mentioned, these Performance Max campaigns have been out since January, so it's been about 3 months. If you are looking to learn more about Performance Max campaigns, I do recommend checking out this video up here or down below in the description. I actually went through and switched over one of my accounts into from a Smart Shopping campaign to a Performance Max campaign. And in that video, I actually go through the results of the two and how to set up a Performance Max campaign for best results. So if you're curious about that, I recommend checking out that video after we finish this one right here. But one last thing that's really important to know about this announcement, when Google first came out and announced this, they didn't say anything about standard shopping campaigns. They only mentioned basically smart shopping campaigns are going to be forced over to this Performance Max. And so as a result, it left a lot of advertisers like myself wondering if standard shopping campaigns are still going to be available, or if you're still going to be able to create these inside of Google after this transition. And in late February, Google came out, or I guess Google confirmed that standard shopping campaigns will remain available. Now, it was confirmed from this tweet from Ad Liaison, Mike Ryan, this guy right here. He said, "Would it be possible to get an official statement on the future of regular shopping campaigns? I've heard from very senior sources at Google that they remain in the foreseeable future. Yet reps are consistently saying otherwise. It remains an ugly rumor mill." And then the Ad Liaison came out and said, "Hey, Mike, can confirm standard shopping campaigns will remain supported for the foreseeable future." So I love this comment right here. Now to discuss what the foreseeable future means. So we don't really know how long standard shopping campaigns will be around, but luckily we do know that we still will have that that option to actually run just standard shopping campaigns if we don't want to run these performance max campaigns that have YouTube assets or display assets or whatever it may be. And for those who aren't familiar, here's the difference between a standard shopping campaign and a smart shopping campaign. I think Search Engine Land has a really great chart right here. Basically, smart shopping campaigns support max conversion value bidding, while standard don't. And then you can go through and kind of look at this chart for yourself. But basically, with standard shopping campaigns, there's a lot more options. It's less automated. You as the advertiser are a little bit more in control, and you can collect more data, such as negative keywords, which is a big part. As you see here, you can add negative keywords, where with a standard shopping campaign, you couldn't. So here's my opinion of this change. Is I actually think this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. When they first announced this, I thought they were going to be getting rid of standard shopping campaigns and smart shopping campaigns. Honestly, smart shopping campaigns are very close to already what performance max campaigns are. They're basically just adding more placements inside of there and giving you a little bit less control on what's going to happen. Spoiler, I think Google's just going to continue to work more and more towards automation. So that is a rundown of what is currently happening with Google this year. Just as a reminder to come back over here, here's the timeline of what you're looking at. Basically by July or August, everything's going to be upgraded into Performance Max. So I do recommend learning about it as much as you can now to get ahead of the curve. My strategy personally right now is that I am going through and taking any campaigns that I have that are running, any accounts that I have that are running smart shopping campaigns. I'm going through and running a test for Performance Max campaigns and comparing the two while I have those options to do. I think there's a lot of advertisers that still aren't aware of what Performance Max campaigns are, and so I think early adopters are going to see the fruits of being an early adopters and have that pay off for them. So if you are interested in learning more about Performance Max campaigns, I recommend checking out this video right here. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I actually go through an A/B test basically that I ran of smart shopping campaigns and switching that over to a Performance Max campaign and what this did for a particular account. And then I go through best practices on setting up a Performance Max campaign for success. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.